There's this sound you've heard 1,000 times. You're behind a semi-truck at a red light, and when it stops, you hear this loud, that hissing sound. Most people think it's just, I don't know, truck noises, steam or something, but that sound is actually the brake system dumping air. Which is weird, right? Because your car uses brake fluid. Trucks use air? Compressed air? That seems like a terrible idea. Air compresses, air leaks. Air sounds way less reliable than fluid. But air brakes are actually way safer than the hydraulic brakes in your car. And the reason why is legitimately brilliant engineering. Let me explain. The craziest part? Air brakes are designed to work better when they fail. Let me show you how this works. Look, I'm going to walk you through 4 things that'll completely change how you think about brake systems. Number 1. Why the brake fluid in your car becomes a death trap when you scale it up to 80,000 pounds. Number 2. How air brakes actually work. And yeah, it's backwards from everything you think you know. Number 3. The spring-loaded secret that makes air brakes fail safe instead of fail deadly. And number 4. Why this technology from the 1800s is still unbeatable in 2026. Alright, let's start with why your car's braking system would absolutely kill you in a semi-truck. Your car stops using hydraulic pressure. Simple system. You press the pedal, it pushes brake fluid through lines. Fluid pushes pistons. Pistons squeeze brake pads. Works perfectly for a 4,000-pound car. Now multiply that weight by 20. You're at 80,000 pounds. That same hydraulic system? Total disaster. Problem 1. You'd need hydraulic pressure so insanely high that your brake lines would have to be thick as your wrist. We're talking about crushing levels of pressure just to slow down. Problem 2, and this is the one that kills people, hydraulic systems fail open, meaning when something breaks, the fluid drains out and you have zero braking power. But here's the worst part. Brake fluid boils. Long mountain descent? Your brakes overheat. The fluid literally turns to vapor. Your pedal goes to the floor. Zero resistance. Zero stopping power. That's called brake fade. In a car, it's terrifying. In a loaded semi, it's a death sentence. So engineers needed something completely different. The backwards brake design. Here's where air brakes get weird. They work opposite to what your brain expects. Normal brakes. You press the pedal to build pressure that applies the brakes. More pressure equals more braking. Makes sense. Air brakes. You press the pedal to release pressure. Less pressure equals more braking. Wait, what? Let me break it down. Inside each brake chamber, there's a powerful spring compressed and held back by air pressure. That spring wants to engage the brakes. It's constantly fighting to slam them on. The only thing stopping it is air pressure pushing back. When you press the brake pedal in a truck, you're not adding pressure, you're releasing it. You open a valve that dumps some air. The spring overpowers the remaining pressure and starts to extend. The more air you release, the harder that spring pushes. Maximum braking happens when there's zero air pressure holding the spring back. So the air isn't making the brakes work. The air is holding them off. The spring is doing the actual braking. Why design it this way? Because of what happens during a catastrophic failure.